This is an ad that's appearing in a Farmer's Journal. A substantial cash investment in your pocket to farmers. What they want to do is the farmers who have masts on their land, they're offering them a substantial sum to buy out the rental income that they're getting from their masts. So what they're doing is they're establishing a privately owned network of their own masts for a one-time payment. Now, in this time of austerity, everybody needs money. Prices are going through the roof. So this is a very attractive investment for a farmer. What's he got? 10 feet by 10 feet patch of land to put the mast on, and he can get 50, 75 grand. Not a bad idea, because the farmer doesn't know that he is irradiating himself and his family and his animals. So this raises all kinds of questions about the interests of the IFA and how they represent their members. Okay, so that's shared access. Shared access was started with seed money from J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. But their original purpose was to lease the masts from the government on government buildings and guard stations and the like, and then sublet that space to other operators. Now we have a new player has come on board in just the last couple of weeks called Black Dot Property Consultants. What they're doing is they've got a fund of 20 million euro, and they are paying more per farm than shared access. So why are these companies, one overstepping the other one, in little old Ireland, to invest all of this money if there wasn't some payoff and a big payoff of that? So we have the Farmers Association is not protecting the farmers, and we have corporate enterprise rolling the whole country over without anybody questioning. Change. Okay, this is Professor Ollie Johansson. We became friends when I was doing my original investigation about my master in Leakslip, and I brought him over for a community meeting, much like this, where he told us the dangers of all of this. But this is what he said just this week. The industry already knows that this is dangerous. They do read the scientific papers too, and they know about the risks. I have the feeling that the industry has realized this for quite some time already, and that they have scientific evidence themselves that they hide. In 1990, a couple of American scientists proved that mobile phone signals damage DNA, and that was repeated again just a couple of weeks ago by Dr. Panagopoulos. The industry wants to shed off this evidence by replicating the study. They spent a huge amount of money on hiring European scientists to do the experiment again. However, the European research proved that the Americans were right. Then the industry tried to stop the study from being published, but it was unsuccessful in its attempt. What Professor Johansson is saying is that they tried to hide it, they tried to lie, because a lot of these studies, the scientists tend to report what whoever is paying for the study wants them to report. Oh, so now we have this book. This is a book by Deborah Davis. Excuse me, this is translated from PC to Mac and back and forth, so sorry about the mix-up here. But we know now that microwaves are a primary force of nature, the whole spectrum, and we can't see atoms, but we know that they exist. And this invisibility allows tremendous scope for activity, leading to what Dr. Davis calls a disconnect. We can't see it, therefore we can't prove it. However, what she says in her book, now you can't get this book here, I had to get mine in New York. She says, I feel like I'm watching an epidemic in slow motion. And her book isn't available here. So, why are smart meters so harmful? Okay, the question, first of all, has to be, why do we need them at all? Anybody here ask for one? No. So, this is being industry-driven. You don't fix something if it's not broken. Why is industry driving this? So, that has to be looked at seriously. Smart meters measure, monitor, and communicate private electricity, water, and gas usage to utility providers. And they must be replaced every 20 years. An important aspect of this, and you'll see, was it Sean Gallagher, candidate for presidency? He was developing smart homes in Kilkenny, smart home technology. What that means, it sounds real nice and clever and really trendy and modern and all of that. But what that means is that they can keep track of every piece of electrical equipment in your house, from your electric blanket to your television to your microwave. What kind of computer you have, what kind of television you got, what kind of washing machine and dishwasher, and when you use it. These things can all be turned off by remote control, if necessary, wirelessly. What they get from that is a profile of how you live your life, and if private enterprise, now not government, if private enterprise decides that everyone's using their dishwashers too often, we're only going to allow you, because we don't have the power, we're only going to allow you to use your dishwasher on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is the kind of micro control over our lives that these smart meters can engender. Okay? So, can we go back in a minute? So they're measuring everything, and not only that, regular meters last 100 years. Smart meters only last 20, 30. So we're going to have to pay more. They emit the equivalent of thousands of cell phone calls every day from and into your home. And they operate on this mesh grid system that creates electromagnetic pollution. So it'll be everywhere. And the bigger the conurbation, the larger, like Dublin, for instance, it will be very difficult to get around during peak times of the day. Now, I'm on the way toward becoming electromagnetically sensitive, so I can testify that there are times when I don't go into Dublin. If I have to go into Dublin during the day, during the week, I have to go home with an hour and a half. End of story. That's just my personal experience. There are many, many others out there. So what's going to happen in Ireland? So this is Barry Trower. He was here in April, and at the moment he's gone into seclusion with the secretary. I don't think it's anything personal. I think it's professional. And he's preparing a document that is going to be fit for legal action. It's simple. In Ireland, you are going to see an epidemic of birth defects with livestock and children that will put thalidomide way into the shade. That's going to happen without a shadow of a doubt. You are also going to lose the viability of your country, and that can't be helped as well. Because these multinational global communications companies, they're the equivalent of a coal mine. They're extraction industries. They're not taxed. The money is taken from your wallet when you pay for your phone calls, and it goes elsewhere. By the way, Dennis O'Brien is a tax exile as well. And as is Tony O'Reilly, our new oil baron. My advice, my request, is that you not accept smart meters for the reasons that I've just talked about. But this is an important principle, and we all forget it. Individuals have international duties which transcend the national obligations of obedience. Therefore, individual citizens have the duty to violate domestic laws, have the duty, and this pertains to absolutely every topic that we're talking about here today. individual citizens have the duty to violate domestic laws to prevent crimes against peace and humanity from occurring. That is from the Nuremberg Code, okay? So consequently, I believe that Ireland fought for 800 years for its independence and its sovereignty. And I believe that they're giving it away. And not only are they giving it away, they're hurting us in the process. So I ask you to really take a close look at this whole issue of electromagnetics, the issue of Wi-Fi in the classroom, and the issue of smart meters, because it's going to affect you very, very soon. So thank you very much.
That's a lot of information there. I know most people in here will do their own research anyway, but I try and use my phone less, and I try and turn the Wi-Fi off. I don't always, but I tell you one thing, I will not be accepting a smart meter. No way. So I would like to see I'd love to see, because all it would take is a stunt of 100 people. Imagine if everybody in this room made that conclusion themselves, right, that they weren't going to take one. Imagine 100 people there, and with your man there at the back with the video camera, going to the door and throwing the smart meter there. That's it. You get that on camera, put it on YouTube. The rest of the country